Picture Wall Street 2008, frantic traders, screens flashing red, billions vanishing in minutes. The crisis wasn't just a fluke, it ripped open a deep wound in capitalism. How did the system that promises prosperity for all turn into a casino where the few walk away richer and the many get left behind? Robert U Ayres dives deep into this puzzle, peeling back layers of history, economics, and human nature. But here's the twist. The very ranks of capitalism's defenders and critics blur when you look closely. Let's start with a bang. Wall Street's speculative frenzy shows capitalism's darker underbelly. It's less about building and more about betting with other people's money. In 2008, Lehman Brothers collapsed, triggering a tidal wave across global markets. Traders weren't innovating new products, they were gambling on complex derivatives using borrowed money. Profits were privatized, but when bets went south, taxpayers bailout out the losses. It revealed capitalism's risky pivot from wealth creation to high-stakes betting, hurting millions worldwide. Speculation works like a roulette wheel where capital spins wildly. Instead of investing in factories or tech, money chases quick wins fueled by borrowed funds. This gambling drives short-term profits but leaves the economy vulnerable to crashes. Imagine a gambler using your credit card to bet big. That's how speculation hooks society into risk. The real kicker, when bubbles burst, debts aren't swallowed by gamblers but by the public. This socialization of losses means ordinary people pay off Wall Street's reckless bets, deepening inequality and distrust. What was supposed to be a free market feels rigged in favor of insiders, eroding capitalism's legitimacy at its core. Almost everyone learns economics assuming humans are cold, calculating machines. But real people, humans mess with that model every day, and that upends capitalism's story. Neoclassical economics schools the world in the tale of Homo economicus, a perfectly rational agent who relentlessly pursues self-interest. Ayres tears this apart with examples of real-world behavior, showing humans choosing cooperation, generosity, and sometimes downright irrational loyalty. This challenges the foundation that all marketplace decisions boil down to me, mine, maximize. Think of utility theory like a math formula for happiness, where every choice adds up to personal gain. But people give away money for strangers, endure hardship for their clans, or risk careers for causes. It's like expecting chess players to move pieces randomly, except the board is life and people aren't just players, they're also friends and family. In cultures worldwide, decisions hinge on relationships, family loyalty, religious duties, patriotism, even when they conflict with profit. Ayres shows this contradicts the economic man's script, revealing a richer social fabric where cooperation and sacrifice aren't bugs but features. It points us to a capitalism that could embrace more than raw competition. Everyone thinks capitalism's magic is competition, fierce, winner-take-all, pushing relentless progress. But Ayres flips this, showing that competition isn't the whole story. We imagine capitalism's engine as a gladiator arena where only the strongest survive and innovate. Yet Ayres points to examples like cooperative tech hubs or open-source communities, where collaboration fosters breakthroughs without the brutal fight. Growth may stem less from ruthless battling than from shared knowledge and collective effort. Despite decades of growth, upward mobility in many countries has stalled or declined. Wealth concentrates in tiny elite pockets while billions remain trapped in stagnant or shrinking opportunity. The winner-take-all narrative sells hope, but real ladders to economic improvement grow fewer and rickety, creating fraying social bonds. Finally, the planet pays the price. Relentless growth driven by competition often ignores environmental degradation. Capitalism's triumph in lifting billions from poverty paradoxically fuels resource depletion and climate risk, revealing a blind spot where profit ignores planetary limits, threatening long-term survival. Back to that chaotic trader floor in 2008, you now see it's a symptom, not just a crisis, of capitalism's tangled truths. We've traded a cooperative social promise for risky games and a myth of ruthless self-interest. Next time you hear capitalism works because it's all about winners, remember the millions who don't move up and the planet paying the bill. Try this in your next big economic choice. Ask, am I collaborating or just competing? That question might just start us fixing the system. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.